It's a video. Oh. So I have all these videos of our family on vacation, doing fun and cool stuff. But I don't really have any videos of like our regular day-to-day lives or our cute little house. So since we're on spring break and we're getting more chicks today,
More chicks!
I'm gonna make a video of just like our everyday life, and we're gonna give a tour of what? The garden?
The garden and the chicks.
And the chicken coop, and just our lives now and what our lives look like. Does that sound fun?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, who's this chicken? Yeah. Is it so she squats down like that because she's like really friendly and she doesn't mind if you pick her up? That's Tater. She's what our lead hen, which means she's in charge.
No.
Who's that one?
I want to leave.
Okay. That one. Say that one's name again.
Omelet.
Yeah. That one's Omelet. She's so cute. She's an Easter egger. So Tater's a Buff Orpington and Omelet's an Easter egger, and she has like a little beard. If you get like fluffy. Okay, the GoPro died. But anyway, that's Omelet. She's so pretty, and she lays blue eggs, and Tater lays tan eggs. Okay, moving on. You'll see that there are shells everywhere. Why are there shells everywhere?
They placed them there.
Because the chickens dig through them. So I'm eventually gonna have to get rid of them. All right, tell me about this is Sailor's garden. Can you tell me about it?
It has some new, this.
Do you remember what that's called? Kale?
Tail.
Uh-huh.
This is
A nice fresh tomato plant.
tomato, and this is
Parsley. Our parsley's killing it. We also had like a tomato plant pop up elsewhere in the garden that I transplanted in the back. So we'll see if either of those take off. I'm struggling with tomatoes. I don't know if it's because it's cold out still, kind of. Like it's March, but it's been kind of cold. Or if there's something wrong with my soil, or I don't know. And then you got a marigold and some other yellow flower. I don't remember what it's called. Okay. This is called tropical sage. And I planted it either because it's native or because it's good for butterflies. Those are the only two reasons I ever buy flower seeds. But I planted a bunch, and the chickens ate all of them except this one. This one has survived. And then over here, this is Mama's garden. I have a tomato plant that's really struggling again. I don't know. It's not getting big. Like last year I had huge tomatoes and huge plants. It's got these brown spots. This one?
better than mine.
Yeah. And then this is Cuban oregano, and it's barely grown since we've got it, and I've had it a long time, but it's starting to grow right now. But again, it has like brown spots, so I don't know. Guys, I'm not a green thumb. I'm a wannabe.
Can I feel it?
Yeah, it's soft. And then this huge thing is actually 2 collard green plants, but they like, if you look, like just continue to sprout off each other. So it's over a year old, and I just took off mostly that one, but a little bit off the back of that one, 64 of these huge leaves. Like this is massive. And canned that with my new pressure canner yesterday. I was really excited. I'll show you all that later. And I got 6 jars of collard greens, and so they're like organic, and I made them and I grew them. There's so much, so it's really cool. And then this is like peppers. So we've got a bell pepper, which they don't do well in this area. We've gotten 1 little one off of it. This is like red hot like chili peppers. They're all green right now because I picked a bunch. And then again, it's kind of been struggling. Like if you look at the tops, they're like white, and I don't think it's supposed to be like that.
Mom,
so yeah,
and there's a lot of like food and stuff like on the plants. Can you like harvest it?
yeah, that's the point. This is jalapenos. They're doing good. They've got a couple right there. This is like a pop-up, like it came on its own either from a seed and compost or something of a tomato plant. So in case one of my other ones die, I'm just letting it be there for now. I can't let it get full grown there, because when they're full grown, they're like as tall as these. So like, I don't know what's going on with mine, because this is another tomato plant. Again, it's got tomatoes, but it won't get big, and it's got some kind of issues, so I need to look into that. And then this is basil, which I mostly just use for the chickens. Watch. Kitties! Yeah, they love it. And then this is our cute little coop. I love it. Liddy This is our third chicken that we have right now. She's a silky. I got her from my school. She's like 2 and the other ones are 1. She's laying an egg. So we'll let her be. So this is the coop. I bought it off of someone like on Craigslist or whatever, but you can see them online all the time. It was brown, like the cedar color in there, but I painted it and it took me forever. It was so much work. I will never do it again, but I think because I did paint it with like outside paint, like exterior, like quality, weather, whatever paint, it's held up really well when most people say these crappy coops don't hold up well, but it's been great for us. So that's where they sleep. Liddy sleeps in the nesting box because that's what silkies do, so that's where she actually sleeps. And then there's a roosting bar for the omelet and tater, and they sleep up there. And then they have a pretty good sized run. They stay in there like during the day when I'm at work, but if we're home, like when I get home from work or on the weekends, they just roam around the yard. I put this like plastic net stuff up so they don't get out. They still get out a little bit. Liddy can go underneath, but these girls so far, I don't know, it's a hit or miss. This is their water, but if you look, they kick dirt in it, so you got to clean it often. And I had a matching feeder, but it ended up getting moldy and I just threw it away instead of washing it, which is, I was just like paranoid. But I'm gonna get another one of those kind because it does keep it from the rain for the most part. And I have this right now and I don't love it. Actually, for months, have almost like for the whole year, I've just been like throwing food in there, but I think it wastes a lot. So I'm probably gonna get another set of that kind of feeder. And then let's see, we've got rosemary. This was a pothos that was doing really well inside, and then I took it outside and it burned, so I cut it all down. We'll see if it grows back. And randomly a tomato, like the most pathetic tomato plant ever, grew in there, and I was like, I'll let you grow. This, I forget what it's called, normally blooms really well, but in the wind a week ago it got knocked down and all the branches got broken, so it's coming back, and it blooms like either red, yellow, or orange, which is so weird. It like changes. This, I forget what it's called. It's a really pretty flower.
Wait, what colors does it change to?
This one is red, orange, and yellow when it blooms.
Maybe it's
This is another pothos that died. I cut it down. It's coming back. This was a random lettuce pop-up I found in Sailor's garden that yesterday I stuck in here, so we'll see if it comes back.
Wait, that's mine?
Yeah, it came from your garden.
Yeah.
Another little basil that was really struggling because it was in too small of a pot, and I just repotted it and it's doing better already. Every time I talk about basil, I think we got to give the girls one. Where are they at? Girlies! Come here.
Mom, I'm having basil.
She's fat. Like, she's such a pig. Okay. Oh, you're eating some basil? We feed the girls a lot of mealworms. I think I get these off Amazon. They're really good for them because it's high protein. And then these are all things oh, hello? She heard the mealworm bag. That's how fat she is. She stopped laying an egg because she heard the mealworm bag. So I just do this. And they're psychos. Okay. So I planted all kinds of crop in here. Some chamomile, a purple jalapeno plant. We'll see. I think 2 spinach, maybe. I don't even know if I did the spinach. I'm terrible about, in the garden, like recording what I plant. So sometimes it's just like a surprise. This is a strawberry plant we did get. It's the saddest. I've had it forever and it doesn't really produce much. There's one baby one. It did have one right here that got pretty good size and red and pretty, but because I think it sat on the ground, I should have like lifted it up and put it on the edge. It like got rotten underneath, and I don't put them on the edge because the squirrels take them. So I'm really just feeding them off at this point. This is Brubby's garden, but Sally has something very special. Can you tell us?
Green beans.
So he grew this green bean plant right here in school and brought it home. It had like 2 leaves and we planted it. That was like, what, a week or 2 ago?
Yeah.
And now it already has green beans growing on it, which we're so excited about. So we told him there's 3 big ones right now. You need a lot of green bean plants to like get enough to like make a meal worth or whatever. But we told him we'll cook those ones for his, like with his dinner one night. Then I have a banana pepper plant, a marigold. Our dill and our kale over here is insane. This garden gets the most sun, so I think things grow differently because they're getting more sun. Like this is all just so much dill. I can't even eat enough kale to keep up with it. And then again, the most pathetic and sad tomato plant. I mean, this one has got red tomatoes, and I've already harvested one like that was a little bit bigger, but it just, look at it, it's just so sad. So again, I need to look into it. Okay, Sailor, what's this?
Blueberries?
Yep, so we bought 2.
Ooh, there's a lot of blueberries starting.
Blueberry bushes about a year ago. We got a couple blueberries off of them right away, and then I ordered them from like Washington or something. They're called like sunrise blueberries, something like where they stay small. Don't touch those. And they're good for like pots, and they're good in this area because we're in zone 10A. But it is about to bloom. These are going to be blueberries, so we're excited. We'll probably get like 40 blueberries between this. We have 2 of them and the other one. This is we just finally got this planted. It had dirt in it forever, and every time I planted something, the chickens would get in it and tear it up. So I finally put this stuff on it because I made these for all the gardens, and again, it was so much work. I don't like them because they're inconvenient, like to try to get in there and get at things or weed it. But this is way better. It's what I used on the fence. So I'm calling this the salsa garden because the 3 in back, these little ones, all came in one pot. 3 for 1. Those are Roma tomatoes. And then these are 2 jalapenos. They're called jalapeno early hots, which I don't know what that means. I guess I can look into that too. And then this one is a yellow sparkler. I just got it because it's different and cool.
What's this one?
Jalapeno.
Jalapeno.
And then if you can see, the chickens dig up our yard. So like, of all the things growing in my garden, the grass is the one I care the least about. So I don't really care. I do like it for them to eat. This is another one of those, like, it's going to be a cool flower, but the girls did not eat this one. And then another blueberry bush. Again, so sad and pathetic. I do add acidifier, and I like did the soil properly, and I do use fish emulsion because it's organic fertilizer. Hello, Brub.
My toasty tater.
Again, she's the friendliest one. The little legs sticking out.
He's also
We have another large Vigo that we put like first branches in, and then like just compost, mulch, stuff from like, I take all the dirty pine shavings. You can see there's like veggies and strawberry tops and stuff in there. I did put some dirt in at one point. The chickens love to get in here and dig around and find bugs, but we're about to fill this one up hopefully this weekend and plant stuff. And then I have another one to build to put here, so that one will then be our like new little like compost kind of area until we get it filled up. I actually have a real composter over there, and I have like a countertop one that I just fill it up, and then every day or 2 I put it in there.
Did you see did you show them where we're gonna put the coop?
No, not yet. And then this is an avocado tree from my mother-in-law, from Grandma. I'm really excited. I'm gonna eventually get a bigger pot, and I think I might get like a big pot and put it like right here. I think that'd be really cute.
That gets in the way of throwing trash out.
I don't care. It's already annoying to throw away trash to step on the shelves. All right, come show where we're gonna put the other coop, babe.
We're gonna put the other coop for these little girls.
No, not for those.
I mean, not for these girls. The girls we're getting right here.
Yeah, so it's like shorter. You
But it's
silly
big.
goof.
Did he just go in there?
He's in the coop. Sailor, get out. There's chicken poop and stuff in there, which is actually good for them, but that's okay. So it's shorter than that one, but wider.
Oh, let me go pick up a different chicken.
It is a different look. I did get one I don't have to paint, so I'm hoping it still lasts a long time because I don't want to have to keep buying them. They're kind of expensive. This one's a little bit cheaper, but we'll see. It's gray and white, and maybe I'll put like a picture of it because we don't get it till Saturday, but that's gonna go there. And we're gonna get the 3 girls today. So we are about to call because they said like they get the chicks in today. We're going to Holloway's and Land O'Lakes because that's where we got these 2, and they were healthy, and it was such a good
Look at this
experience. Nuki horse, she's a sweet thing. I wouldn't say she's like a cuddler. Like I've read like some chickens like will like literally lay on you and like fall asleep if you took her out, but she does not like freaking out or anything. Anyway, so we're gonna get 3 more chickens today. I know they said they have Cuckoo Morans coming in, which is cool because we like having different breeds and different colored eggs. How cute. And those ones lay like dark eggs. If they have Easter eggers, we'll probably get another Easter egger, and then we'll see what else they have and get like a different one because I like having all different breeds. They're cool. And they'll be chicks. So because they're chicks, they have to live inside at first. Even though we're in a warm zone, it's not warm enough. Like week 1, they have to be like 95 degrees, and then it goes down 5 degrees every week. So like when they're 2 weeks old, they can be like 90. When they're 3 weeks old, it can be like 85. So after a few weeks, like we'll be able to put them outside during the day. Again, they'll have their own coop. And then once they get bigger and stuff, then we'll introduce them to the other flocks, and I'm hoping they get along. Like, we had to introduce Liddy, the Silky, to these two because these two were chicks and she was full grown, and it was a process, and Liddy was actually kind of mean.
But now she has to hide behind them for protection.
Yeah, and for the first, like, I'd say like year, really, she still bullied them even though they were way bigger than her, and just now she's finally, they kind of bully her a little bit. So she's fine. I mean, they're fine. They just steal her food and stuff. She gets plenty. I make sure to like separate her.
I'm holding this chicken. Dog.
And then this is Miko, who's in a lot of our videos.
He loves the chicken.
Yeah, he loves the chickens. He's a good boy. He doesn't bother them. Anyway, so because they're getting chicks, I was saying, we have to keep them inside. So we have an old pack and play from when Sailor was a baby. This is what we did with, we started the little ones we got last time, like Omelet and Tater, in like a tote, and they quickly outgrew it, and so then we put them in the pack and play, and it worked so well, and we've used it since. Like when we evacuated for a hurricane, they're all full grown. We brought all 3 of them with us, and they stayed in the pack and play. Oh, look what I did to my finger yesterday. It hurts. But yeah, so we're gonna get them set up. Sailor can never catch them. Do you want me to get her?
Yes.
Okay. She's trying to escape.
No omelet.
Okay, hold on.
How do you...
Yep. 1 over, 1 under. 1 over. Nope, this one over. Yep. There you go.
Peter, I'm saying you're mine.
Hey. No scratching.
So she's a little bit more like nervous. She's a little bit, she doesn't like to be held quite as much. She's like a golden retriever. Look at her. She's just chilling. And then Liddy, yeah, tell us about Liddy.
Liddy hates it.
Liddy hates being
Worst
held.
thing.
Yeah, Liddy, the fluffy, silky. And that's because like when we got her, I mean, they're different, they have a different temperament because they're a different breed. But when we got her, she was already like a year and a half old. We got her from our school. So like we don't know, like she probably wasn't handled much as a chick. The ag teacher at my school was so sweet, and she gave her to me, which like I was so excited about. And it felt really sweet because like she lived in a cage, she didn't have grass. Like at the time I was like, oh my god, her water is dirty and her feeder is dirty. Now I realize like they're chickens, like it's always gonna be dirty. I mean, we clean it, but still, like letting her, they get out on grass so much now, and like they just have such good lives. Okay, you'll probably hear them arguing because that's all they do. I just called Holloway's and the chicks are not in yet, and I was like, is it annoying if I just keep calling? And she's like, no, you're not the only one, please just keep on calling throughout the day, we'll get them in eventually. So we're not ready to go yet. I'm gonna show you, okay, so recently Jay and I determined that like we really don't like the way that we're like the world, our country. This sounds so conspiratorial, whatever, I'm just gonna be honest. We don't like the food industry, and so we've been trying to like eat a lot different and like change that, and we've been doing it kind of slowly over the last year. Like that's why we have chickens, and like I've been growing stuff in the gardens, but it's gotten like more obvious to us as of late that like we really don't want to be feeding our kids like things with glyphosate and like just all the chemicals and fertilizers. So we've been doing a lot to try to avoid that and like buying organic. And then we live in a townhouse, right? Like it's so cute, it's so sweet and perfect, and I love it so much, but like I don't have a yard for like massive livestock. I really want to go. I don't even know how to like what I would do with a goat. I just want one. But there are things that we can do. So we've been doing that. So for example, I was telling you that I canned my own collard greens, and like this is leftover ham, from Christmas that I had frozen. And yeah, I made those yesterday. I'm really excited. And then I do sourdough, and like let's be honest, I'm not very good at it. Jay thinks different. That's my sourdough starter. I'm not like super good at it. I kill it a lot. So I like once I get it going and it's healthy, I will dehydrate some. You can literally just like lay it out and dry it, and then I'll like crinkle it up and keep it in a bag because I have to restart it all the time. Because if I get busy, like I literally work a full-time job. I have 2 kids. Like I volunteer. I do a lot. It'll die if I don't feed it every day. So sometimes I just have to restart it. It's fine. But the bread I make is decent. Jay loves it. I think it's okay. I don't do the artisanal loaves. I've tried them. I'm not great. I just do sandwich loaves. But the discard recipes, like all the other stuff is so good. Like crackers, the tortillas are my favorite. Like I've done bagels. Like there's so much. And again, we're controlling like what goes in that. So I love it. And then I really just started like learning to can. I have had a water bath canner for a little bit, and then I decided I got a pressure. So like these are Brussels sprouts in the water bath canner. This is Mexican fiesta salsa. I did that. Was my first one in the pressure cooker, and it's really good. Then I have pickles and tomato sauce I did in the water bath canner, and then I did, oh no, I did that in the water bath canner. I don't know. And then, yeah, I did. These were the first things I did in the pressure cooker, which they're just green beans. So that's all I've done so far. But it's been going good, and they're yummy. Oh no, I did a green tomatillo salsa. That's them complaining. That is life. And it was so good, we already ate it all. We like lost a jar. We were like, did we eat more than we thought? What, boys?
He's putting dirt on me.
Please stop.
I'm cleaning it off.
Don't put it on him to begin with. Okay, another good thing is like they're arguing over holding Tater. She's gonna want to get down anyway. Another thing is like when I used to like Sailor won't finish his food or whatever, I hate throwing food away. But now between the compost and the chickens, like I really, hello, and Mako, I never really have to. Like a lot of the scraps, let her eat. A lot of the scraps can go to the girls or the compost, which is great because like the healthier that fertilizer, the healthier my plants, although judging by my tomatoes, I don't know, something's wrong. Keep Mako away from the food, please.
Mako, come here,
Yeah, you
Bubba.
can wash that.
Come here, Mako.
Since Liddy's in the nesting box, I'm going to give her some because she doesn't always get a lot. That's a big piece, Mama. Break them up. I like went to take a video of us setting up the pack and play, but I just want to show you like this is the reality. And I know that like it bugs me that it's so messy, but also like that saying of like, oh, when they're gone you'll miss it. So maybe clean laundry, whatever. Okay, this is where it's going. Okay, so we're gonna lay crappy towels down because this is kind of slippery. I don't want them to poop right on it. It'll be easier to clean this way. You don't want like newspaper and stuff because they can slip and like basically like splay their legs. So you want something kind of grippy like
Towels.
yeah. And then these we can easily like fold up and like take outside and shake out and wash and stuff. And then I know that you put food in here and that's sweet, but they get special chick food, remember? They get like baby chicken food. So we'll go empty this out and when we get the chicks, we'll get chick food.
But that's what it looks like.
Yeah. And then we'll also get we have a waterer that'll go in here for water, but we've put a lot of like rooster booster and vitamins in it and it just looks dirty, so I'm gonna get a new one for the chicks. And then we have, the other thing is this light, which I'll probably have Jay like double check the setup of this because these lights can be dangerous. They get really hot and if they fall, like they can start a fire. So you can clip it on something, but I'm probably gonna have Jay do that. And then you hang a light so that they can get warm because again, they need to be like 95 degrees, but there's space for them to get away from the heat.
And then we'll probably put like a stick or something for roosting.
Yeah, we like putting like sticks or just different things they can like climb on and whatever. This is how we did it last time and it worked out really well. And we called, and they don't have chicks yet, so we're just gonna wait and I'm gonna sit. This is like my favorite spot in the house, out back on the patio, the water, the little boat, the big boat's in the driveway, a tomato. And I'm gonna edit the camping video and and just chill until they get chicks in. Right up there. So, perfect example. Where are the girls? Oh, I see Omelet. They like to be under that chair. Oh, they're both under there. Anyway, perfect example. I take all the food scraps from like my dinner recipe, and sometimes I'll chop them up and put them in that compost bin. Sometimes I'll just toss them in there. They followed. There's Tater. So we've called Holloway's a couple times. We're waiting on the chicks to come in. Like, they're literally getting them in the mail today. And like one of the earlier calls, she said like, says that they're at the post office, but it's not at their post office. So they're like a little worried about where they actually are. And every time since I've called, they're like, we don't know, they're not here. So I think they're kind of worried. I'm kind of sad. It's like 1 o'clock. We were hoping to be like back with them. I'll go at any point today though, and I just put that chuck roast in the crock pot, so dinner's taken care of. So if it's like around dinner time, it's not even a big deal. I guess we'll see. So I know I don't have like a real farmer garden really, but these are my chives. I like find so much joy in coming out and just like playing. I don't know, like I'll just like flip things and do different, I don't know, just anything. So like for example, ChatGPT told me the best way to propagate my rosemary, because it's like okay, but I know it could be way bigger, is to just trim it and then, oh crap, literally just like the same way you propagate a normal plant, you can do the water or the dirt option. So I'm like, okay, I want some more over here. Hello? You already laid your egg today, ma'am. So I'm just gonna do like 2. I'm trying to find like skinnier, like that's so thick. Skinnier branches. Maybe on this side? Maybe I'll try a thick one. Alright, I'm gonna try this big thick one. It might be such a waste, but we'll try it. And then I'll probably just like re-water these today, and then hopefully it'll fill out. And then like this is getting too much sun, that's why it's so wilted, and like I already unplanted it once accidentally, so it probably won't make it. And then of course gotta give the baby some diesel. Girlies! Tater's such a pig. Get. You already got 2 today, Tate. Yeah, I can't. Now I feel bad. You cleaning?
Yeah.
Oh. It's okay. So it's a little bit cleaner in there. And then this will end up in the compost. Thank you, sir. This, like, it would be fun if I left this in there. They could just dig around and peck at it. But I like to remove the poop and stuff just because like I'm scared of things like Bumblefoot where like they don't have sanitary living quarters and like I think it's like stuff from their poop or whatever that like ends up irritating their feet. So I just like to keep it clean. Plus then it doesn't smell. Like the coop never really seems to smell, which is good because we have neighbors that we love. Can we share that?
What?
Can we share that?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you want to water the garden?
Right.
Oh, that's her ear, right?
Yeah, that's right here. Let's see. You got to look at the soil. Let's do another minute on this side where that tomato plant is. Yeah. There you go. A little bit longer. Doing a good job. Sure. Do you not like doing it?
I want to know.
Okay. Don't spray Bobby. Do you remember how to turn it off if it's stuck? No, you don't need to change that. What are you doing?
I'm going down.
Oh, you're turning it down?
This sounds like that's much, right?
Yeah, but look what you're doing. Bruh.
Thank you. Hard.
Yeah.
Summer
It's not summer.
vacation.
We've lost our clothes.
Help.
What kind of vacation is it?
Ow. Spring. Little boy, I don't know what little boy's on.
You.
Come put the mealworms away, please. All right, so Holloway's they said officially the post office lost their chicks, which is really sad. We don't want to wait, so we're gonna go to Tractor Supply since I called and they actually have sexed chicks, meaning like they're not straight run, meaning like that hatchery that they got them from, they're like 90% likely to be girls. We really don't want a rooster. We can't have a rooster here, so we'd have to like find a home for it. So
We already had to do that sad. We're all very
yeah, once we rescued a rooster from the mangroves way down the street and nursed it back to health. It was so sick. It was, I'll share a picture. It was so sweet. We got so attached to it and then turned out it was a rooster and we had to find, luckily there's a rooster farm near us, well, near my work, that rescues roosters, so it took it. Anyway, so we're gonna go. My biggest concern is I'm on a lot of Facebook groups for chickens and Tractor Supply isn't always reliable with their sexed, but I mean, I don't know that Holloway's, the place that we were gonna get them, is any better. They're not on the Facebook groups. It's a small place. And also there might be a minimum. That's my other concern. So they might say like, oh, you have to buy 4 or 6 and we only want 3. So 4 we could do with. 6, I don't know if we'd like get too attached to sell off. Like I was telling Jay, like we could just get them and then like when they're big enough, like older, you could sell them off on the groups. But we'd be attached. And we don't have room for 6 more and I don't want 9. So, and we also don't know what breeds they have. So we're just gonna go look. I should have known, but when we got there, there was a big line, a lot of people. Apparently they had like just gotten them, so when I called, I must have got lucky. And you have to get 4, which we could have done, and there were 4 breeds that we wanted, but by the time we got to the front of the line, there were only 3 breeds that I was willing to get, and we would have, the one I really wanted was sold out, and then
by one person.
Yeah, by the person in front of us, and then even those 3 breeds, like none of them are ones that I really wanted. One was okay, like they were okay, but then we also would have had to get like 2 of one of those, so it just wasn't ideal. We're not gonna get something that's not right for us. The kids are super bummed, which I understand. We double checked with Holloway. Actually, by double checked, I mean we have called them 12 times today, and they said, we basically were like, hey, is it pointless to keep calling today because the freaking post office lost their chicks? And they said, yeah, they're probably not gonna get them today. So we will try again tomorrow. We will call Tractor Supply. We should have asked on the way out, like, are they getting more tomorrow? So the the lavender Orpingtons, that's like the one that I did want that they sold out in the person before us. They were so cute and little. We did find kids with the lemonade stand on the way home.
I know one of them.
Yeah, one of them Jameson met a couple weeks ago, so we're gonna go buy some lemonade to cheer ourselves up. And we got Publix chicken and I got sushi, so organic my ass. Alright, my phone's gonna die and we're using maps and I'm driving, so I'm gonna be really quick, but we are going to get chicks. We found some after all the way in Clearwater. What's really cool is they have 3 breeds we're like super excited about, so we will update this video when we're home. Okay, bye.
So we got Sailor here holding his little chicken. We got this one, which we think is, Mom, which one's the gray one?
Lavender Orpington we would name Sugar Cookie or Peanut Butter Cookie.
This one's gonna be Peanut Butter Cookie.
No, this one's a peanut butter.
No, Sailor.
That one's gonna be Pepper.
We'll figure it out.
Which one's peanut butter cookie?
That's this one, the gray one.
I don't want you guys to get committed to names right now until I get a good look at them.
This is the one that I think is gonna be beans.
Can I put this one
So we
back?
see, yes, we can put them back. Gently let go, and then I lift them down. That one's beans, we think. That one's peanut butter cookie, we think. And that one's gonna be Pepper.
Why is the bright
see.
yellow one? Why is the bright yellow one red?
That's Cookie. We normally eat together. Jay's not feeling well. He's on the tail end of our cold. All of us have gone through it and he just got it. And then Jameson's cleaning his room and Sailor's watching a movie. That looks good, huh? And I just want to sit next to the new chicks. So I'm gonna sit right here. Also, that's Boots. I don't know where Shadow is yet, but we gotta make sure they don't come inside with these little guys, because they are technically feral kitty cats. We adopted them from the Humane Society as like a hoarding situation. They're 2 brothers, and they said we would never pet them, but they love us and we love them and we do pet them, but they don't really come inside unless they're just like cutting through to go to the front door. My house is a mess, but it's okay. And I'm gonna eat. Sailor's watching CB, so it's really loud, but we went strawberry picking yesterday and I dehydrated like 7 trays of these and they turned out so good. They literally taste like candy. I also read that the tops make good tea, so I tried just one tray of tops.